Bradford Park Avenue actually began in 1863 as Bradford Football Club, playing rugby football, and achieved its first major success by winning the Yorkshire Cup in 1884. A member of the Rugby Football Union, Bradford FC became a founding member of the breakaway Northern Rugby Football Union in 1895. In 1907, what is known as the Great Betrayal occurred when a narrow majority of the members decided to abandon the Northern Union game, later known as Rugby League, in favour of association football, and they would still be based at the Park Avenue ground. The other faction left and formed a new club with the Northern Union, Bradford Northern. Bradford Northern applied for what was granted Bradford FC's place in the 1907-1908 Northern Rugby Football Union season, which is now, as the club are known as, Bradford Bulls. Although the club was officially known as Bradford Football Club, the club added Park Avenue to its name in brackets to avoid confusion with Bradford City. However, the club was historically always referred to simply as Bradford in fixture lists, classified results and the national press. The Park Avenue Stadium itself were constructed in 1880 and had a capacity of 37,000. Over the back of the football stadium was an adjoining cricket stadium very similar to Headingley in Leeds, and they had played there since the inception of the ground being constructed. When Bradford Park Avenue started as a football club, they began their life in the Southern League and were accepted into the lowest tier of the Football League at the time, Division 2, not long after that. With the team joining the Football League, leading architect Archibald Leach designed a double-sided stand which was built between the football and cricket pitches. This provided 4,000 seats on the football side with a full-length balcony and a small number of seats on the cricket side. The roof was covered in Welsh slate and had 3 gables on each side. The 2 at the ends featuring the shield from the Bradford coat of arms, and the one in the centre having a clock on the cricket side and a huge golden BFC letters on the football side. Large uncovered concrete terraces were built behind the 2 goals, the Horton Park end eventually getting a roof after the Second World War. The least impressive part of the ground was a small covered terrace opposite the main stand, which was rather appropriately named the low stand. A notable feature was the small building at the corner between the main stand and the open terrace, which was on similar lines to the cottage at Fulham's Craven Cottage. Nicknamed the Doll's House, it housed dressing rooms, baths, a referee's room, refreshment facilities and a committee room. International football came to the ground in February 1909 when it hosted a home championships football match between England and Ireland. After a couple of seasons in the second division, Bradford Park Avenue earned promotion to Division 1 after finishing second in the 1913-1914 season. In Bradford Park Avenue's first season in the top flight, the club finished 9th, after which the outbreak of World War I happened, with all the football leagues being suspended from play. When the Football League was resumed, Bradford Park Avenue finished the next season in 12th, and then in their third and final season in the top division, they finished second from bottom and were relegated to Division 2. For many seasons after, Bradford Park Avenue remained in the second division, and on Christmas Day 1931, the club set a new ground record when they played against Leeds United with 34,429 in attendance. Another high attendance at Park Avenue was set in 1944 when 32,810 spectators watched Stanley Matthews play in a wartime cup match. After many seasons in the lower divisions of English football, on the 4th of April 1970, Bradford Park Avenue played their final league fixture at the stadium. The match was played against Scunthorpe United in front of 2,563 spectators. Scunthorpe United won the match 5-0, with a young Kevin Keegan featuring in the Scunthorpe team. It wasn't long after this that Bradford Park Avenue were expelled from the Football League after they had finished last 3 years in a row in Division 4. Bradford's money issues would continue, leading to the sale of Park Avenue 3 years later and extinction after a season at Valley Parade. A property developer's purchase did not last long as ownership eventually fell onto the council's lap. After being in possession of the stadium for many years, the council eventually demolished the ground in 1980 on safety grounds. After going bust and reforming as a Sunday League team in 1975, Bradford Park Avenue was reformed as a semi-professional club late in 1987 and eventually returned to what was left of their old Park Avenue stadium for one season, only to have to vacate it again when an indoor cricket centre was built on part of the pitch, following a nomadic existence during which time they played at a number of local grounds. The reformed club are now well established at the nearby Horsfall Stadium, which has a capacity of 3,500. Although the football ground has long been demolished, the cricket ground remains and is operated by the Park Avenue Bradford charity. Further plans are in place for a new pavilion on the cricket ground. The perimeter wall of the football ground remains, and some of the bricked up terraced entrances can still be seen on Canterbury Avenue with the mission signs still in place. Bradford Park Avenue themselves currently play in the National League North. Last season, in the 2021-2022 season, they finished 18th out of 22 sides. So that concludes my video on the Park Avenue Stadium, the former home ground of Bradford Park Avenue. I hope you enjoyed this video. Unfortunately, there wasn't really much information on this ground and there wasn't too many photos either, so I had limited resources to work with. But if you're looking for a video which shows a bit more in-depth things, then there's a channel called Footy Adventures. They actually visited the abandoned stadium of Park Avenue, and it's a really interesting watch. Thanks to everyone as well that's recently joined the channel and has been supporting me from the beginning. It's much appreciated. I've got some more videos coming out shortly. Unfortunately, they haven't been coming out as often as I'd like them to, because I also run a rugby league channel as well, and it's rugby league season. So obviously I've been doing a lot of videos for the rugby league channel, but hopefully there'll be a chance for me to do some more football videos very, very soon. So once again, this has been History of Football, and I'll catch us all later in the next video. Alright, tatty bye for now.